It can bring one back from the dead and transform decay into new life. At the same time, this meant the fourth senior brother would survive this tribulation and step into the nascent divinity tribulation realm. Since when had the old demon become so generous? Staring at the area covered by blue wood, Yi Tiangxin stood frozen, unable to understand. Soon after, the ninth disciple, Xia Yuan'er, flew back into the courtyard. "MF, where's Master, traitor?" Hearing this, Yi Tiangxin waved her over. "Come here, tell me, what has that old thing been doing all these years?" Xia Yuan'er crossed her arms and refused to move. "I'm not going over there." Not long after, the battle-worn Duan Musheng also arrived. Seeing his condition, Yi Tiangxin couldn't help but smile mockingly. Duan Musheng spoke bluntly. "Yi Tiangxin, you deserted the sect, betrayed Master, and your treachery is despised by both man and heaven. How dare you still laugh?" she sneered. "Senior brother, don't act so righteous at a time like this. Don't you know how that old thing treats us? Look at how miserable you are now. His days are numbered. I hope you can remain this righteous then." "Shut up," Duan Musheng snapped angrily. "Yuan'er, Master isn't here. Slap her for me." Xia Yuan'er walked over, closed her eyes, and casually slapped Yi Tiangxin before running back. "Let this slap remind you this is the Evil Sky Pavilion, the place where you learned everything from Master. Insult him again and don't blame me for being merciless," Duan Musheng said as a wave of sound force rolled out, causing Yi Tiangxin to cough up blood. With her cultivation destroyed, she was no different from an ordinary person and fell silent. Xia Yuan'er wanted to help remove the chains, but Duan Musheng shook his head. "No use. These chains are forged from 1,000-year cold iron. Only eldest senior brother's Jasper Saber or second senior brother's Longevity Sword can cut them." Just then, Zhou Jifeng passed by nervously. "Stop," Xia Yuan'er called out. Zhou Jifeng immediately bowed. "Greetings, seniors." Duan Musheng looked at him. "You're from the Heavenly Sword sect, a famous righteous sect. Why join Jingting Mountain? Aren't you afraid of being mocked by the world?" Zhou Jifeng hesitated before replying. "What is the difference between good and evil? If I feared ridicule, I wouldn't be here." He knelt to show his resolve. "Since I came, I've already made up my mind. Old senior, where are you? Please allow this junior to explain." Yi Tiangxin laughed again. "You're insane. People want nothing more than to stay away from Jingting Mountain, yet you choose to come here. Are you in such a hurry to die?" Zhou Jifeng answered firmly. "Old senior has shown me great kindness." Meanwhile, after all the righteous cultivators inside the Evil Sky Pavilion had been dealt with, Lu Zhou's merit points rose to 7,540. Looking at the mall panel, he frowned. A mighty 4 quadrants avatar cost 2,000 merit points. Powerful weapons required equally powerful cultivation, otherwise they were useless. A reversal card cost 500 points. A critical block card cost 100 points. Expensive, yet not worthy as trump cards. Then he noticed the impeccable card, 10 seconds of damage immunity for 500 points. Not bad, almost invincible but too short. Next was the deadly strike card, granting an unspeakable power to deliver a fatal blow for 500 points. Lu Zhou paused, puzzled by the words unspeakable power. As a former online game enthusiast, he knew deadly strike effects usually had extremely low trigger rates. Yet this card had no such limitation. Whatever this power was, it couldn't be taken at face value. He continued browsing. A top-grade defense card reduced damage by 90% for 30 seconds at 500 points. A second-grade defense card reduced damage by 60% for 30 seconds at 300 points. After checking more than 10 prop cards, he realized most were defensive and not particularly useful. None were as practical as the impeccable card. Then a thought struck him. Wait, why are almost all of them defensive cards? Is the system trying to turn me into a coward? Does it want me to stand there like a punching bag and let others hit me without fighting back? He continued scrolling, and soon found a few prop cards marked with question marks, their detailed descriptions hidden. They were probably like the high-level avatars, with concealed prices and effects, meaning they must be extremely powerful. After thinking for a long time, Lu Zhou finally selected 3 items, an impeccable card for 500 merit points, and a deadly strike card that cost him 3,000 merit points. Staring at the 2 cards, he fell into deep thought again. What would happen if a deadly strike card hit someone protected by an impeccable card? He hesitated. Looking at the remaining 4,000 plus merit points, he wondered if he should buy a few reversal cards to restore his lifespan. But the points left were only enough for 9 reversal cards, giving him roughly 2,700 more days of life. What about lucky draws? From past experience, bad luck could swallow all his merit points and give him nothing in return. Should he practice heaven writing instead? After all, improving his cultivation base was the real foundation. Yes, cultivation was the root of everything. Still, he decided to try a few lucky draws first. Meanwhile, Pingdu Mountain lay in the northern part of Yu Province in western Great Yan, the headquarters of the Nether sect. A subordinate entered the Nether Hall and reported, "My lord, I've gathered the information. The Patriarch alone captured the palace master of the derived Moon Palace." None of the righteous sect or heavenly sword sect experts who invaded Jingting Mountain survived. After a brief silence, a hoarse voice came from above. "I see," the subordinate continued. "The palace master of the derived moon palace is your junior sister. Her joint assault with the righteous cultivators failed completely. The Yun sect, Tian sect, and Luo sect are furious. They vow to slaughter everyone in the derived moon palace in revenge for their dead disciples. Should we intervene?" The hall fell silent for a long time before Yu Jinghai spoke slowly. She brought this upon herself. "There is no need to interfere." The subordinate bowed again. "There is another matter. Our spy in the imperial court reports that Lady Jade intends to eliminate Jingting Mountain and even attempted to persuade the emperor to mobilize the imperial army." Yu Jinghai showed immediate interest. The subordinate added hesitantly, "The emperor punished her by confining her to her chamber for 3 months." Yu Jinghai seemed unsurprised. "Great Yan is constantly at war. The imperial army guards the capital. It cannot be moved so easily. Lady Jade has overreached, but she is from the western regions and not one of us. Keep watching her. Sword Freak enjoys challenging experts. Since the Clarity sect has many masters, send him there, but warn him to avoid the Sword Devil." This subordinate obeys the sect master. Meanwhile, back at the Evil Sky Pavilion on Jingting Mountain, several disciples waited anxiously in the courtyard. Duan Musheng watched Xia Yuan'er pacing back and forth with some helplessness. It's normal for Master to calm his mind and recuperate after such a battle. "Little junior sister, stop walking around. You're making me dizzy." Zhou Jifeng quickly added flatteringly, "Old senior is a mighty expert. He will be fine. Just look at how bright the shield is." Yi Tiangxin said coldly with a mocking tone, "If I were you, I'd go inside and check. He is very old. Anything could happen." Before she could finish, Lu Zhou's voice came from inside. "All of you, come in." They immediately entered respectfully. Lu Zhou stood with his back to them, seemingly deep in thought. "Master," Xia Yuan'er called softly. Lu Zhou muttered in frustration, "Why can't I draw even a single good prize?" "Master, what are you saying?" Xia Yuan'er asked in confusion. "Nothing," Lu Zhou replied quickly. Xia Yuan'er tried to comfort him. "Don't be angry, Master. I've killed all the invaders. If you're still unhappy, I can go back and stab their bodies a few more times." Lu Zhou waved his hand. "No need." "Where is Old Four?" Duan Musheng answered. "Old Four is gravely injured, but this also gave him a rare opportunity. He is currently protected by the woods and cannot come to see you." Lu Zhou nodded slightly, feeling relieved. No one is allowed near the woods for 7 days. If his breakthrough is disturbed, he will never be able to step into the nascent divinity tribulation realm. At this moment, Yi Tiangxin spoke resentfully. "You don't have to pretend to be so hypocritical." "I'm sure you'll sneak over in the middle of the night and slap him," Yi Tiangxin sneered. Lu Zhou ignored her and instructed Xia Yuan'er to confine her to the back mountain for reflection. Then his gaze fell on Zhou Jifeng. Startled, Zhou Jifeng quickly knelt. "Old senior, I wish to join Jingting Mountain. Please accept me as your disciple." Lu Zhou paused before replying, "I have not considered taking a disciple since arriving in this world." The old Jitian Dao accepted disciples at the peak of his cultivation. "With my current strength, I cannot guarantee I would avoid taking in someone ambitious or treacherous." He looked out into the distance and murmured, "The bright moon rises over the sea. Though far apart, we share this moment together." There had once been one final position left among the disciples of the Evil Sky Pavilion. Why Jitian Dao never filled it was no longer important. After a moment of thought, Lu Zhou refused tactfully. "Your talent is good. Unfortunately, you cultivated the sword path of the Heavenly Sword sect. Switching paths midway would only bring half the results with twice the effort." Zhou Jifeng understood the meaning behind his words and was about to plead again when Lu Zhou handed him a manual. "This is the ancient one-sword technique of the Heavenly Sword sect. With your talent, mastering it should not be difficult." Zhou Jifeng held the manual with trembling hands, eyes shining. In the Heavenly Sword sect, this technique had always been passed down level by level. Only after mastering one stage would the next be taught. Although Zhou Jifeng had nearly mastered the art, Luo Changfeng had never taught him the complete version. This was considered a priceless treasure in the sect, yet in front of Lu Zhou it seemed worthless. He immediately knelt in gratitude. "Thank you, senior." Lu Zhou replied calmly. "Since you are not a disciple of the Evil Sky Pavilion, address me as Pavilion Lord from now on. There are many quarters here. Avoid the East Pavilion and the South Pavilion. You may choose any other place to stay." After Zhou Jifeng left, Duan Musheng asked in confusion, "Master, he is still a disciple of the Heavenly Sword sect." "I have my own plans," Lu Zhou said, waving the matter away. His eyes fell on Duan Musheng's chains before he turned and walked into the pavilion, muttering to himself, "Luck should have turned by now." Duan Musheng sighed. He had wanted to ask his master to remove the chains, but it seemed he would have to wait. Soon, Xie Yuanor returned from the back mountain and saw Duan Musheng's worried expression. "What's wrong?" she asked. "It's nothing. Master seems a little absent-minded." "Absent-minded? Did he give any instructions?" "No, but he kept muttering. He looked dizzy." Xie Yuanor nodded. "Master is old after all. Flying back and forth on Whitesword so much. No wonder he feels dizzy." Duan Musheng could only agree. "Senior brother, how should we deal with the traitor?" Xie Yuanor asked angrily. "Let's wait until old Four passes this tribulation. He's clever. If we punish her wrongly, how will we face Master?" Xie Yuanor frowned. "I just don't understand why she betrayed the sect. Why she wants Master dead." Duan Musheng sighed. "Tiangxin is also a pitiful person." "Pitiful? I'm pitiful too," Xie Yuanor muttered. Duan Musheng was speechless. "I'm going to treat my injuries. I'll leave this place to you." Inside the Evil Sky Pavilion, Lu Zhou resumed his lucky draws. He had spent 3,000 merit points and had 1,540 remaining. His accumulated luck had reached 60. Drawing more now felt risky. Clang! This lucky draw costs 50 merit points. "Thank you for trying. You have received 1 luck point." Lu Zhou paused helplessly. "Fine, I'll read some heaven writing first and try to improve my luck before drawing again." He reviewed the characters he could understand. They had not increased. The portions he could not understand had not decreased either. From this, he deduced that he needed to repeatedly study the earlier sections and comprehend them fully. Only then would the later parts gradually reveal themselves. This meant the heaven writing could indeed be comprehended, though the difficulty was extremely high. The discovery piqued Lu Zhou's interest, and he immersed himself in studying it, gradually losing track of time. 3 days passed in a flash. Zhou Jifeng practiced his sword without pause, while Duan Musheng entered closed-door healing. Only Xie Yuanor remained idle each day. Suddenly, a creaking sound rose from the ground. Startled, Xie Yuanor immediately flew above the Evil Sky Pavilion. There, she saw the blue wood around Ming Shirin growing rapidly again, its speed visibly increasing. She frowned in confusion. Master said it would take Fourth Senior Brother 7 days to pass this tribulation. How can it be so fast? The wood had already grown nearly as tall as the pavilion. With a loud boom, the giant blue wood suddenly exploded, shaking the entire Evil Sky Pavilion. Ming Shirin's figure slowly emerged from the center. He stretched his arms and muttered comfortably, "That feels great." As soon as he spoke, the domineering aura of the nascent divinity tribulation realm spread outward. Inside the pavilion, Lu Zhou, who had been studying heaven writing, was startled and shouted angrily, "How dare you!" The rolling sound waves instantly spread throughout the mountain. "Congratulations, Fourth Senior Brother, on stepping into the nascent divinity tribulation realm." Xie Yuanor ran forward excitedly. "Did you gain the 100 tribulations inside Avatar?" Ming Shirin felt secretly pleased. "Before you all returned, I had already remained buried in the earth for a long time, so I didn't need 7 days to break through. Entering the nascent divinity tribulation realm feels wonderful. Now that I have an avatar, the world will soon be mine. Watch carefully, little junior sister." He gathered his muster energy, preparing to display his avatar, but at that moment, Lu Zhou's angry shout rang out again. Frightened, Ming Shirin dropped to the ground with a thud and hurriedly knelt to admit his mistake. "Eh? Fourth Senior Brother, do you need to kneel to release your avatar?" Xie Yuanor asked curiously. Ming Shirin cleared his throat awkwardly. "I just entered the realm. I'm not used to it yet." "Where's Master?" Xie Yuanor recounted the events of the past few days. Ming Shirin frowned when he heard that Yi Tiongsun's cultivation had been destroyed and she was locked in the back mountain. "I'll go see her. Leave the mountain matters to me. Yuanor, go to the Tanzi station and gather information. Master will surely ask about it when he comes out of seclusion." Xie Yuanor brightened. "Fourth Senior Brother is so thoughtful. I'll go right away." Ming Shirin glanced toward the Evil Sky Pavilion, recalling the earlier shout, and couldn't help shivering. "I thought entering the nascent divinity tribulation realm would make things easier. But it seems I'm still far from that." He tapped his toes lightly and used 10-mile steps to reach the back mountain, where he happened to see Zhou Jifeng practicing his sword. "You are said to be a rare cultivation genius of the Heavenly Sword Sect," Ming Shirin remarked. Zhou Jifeng hurriedly bowed. "Greetings, Fourth Senior Brother. Let's test my skills," Ming Shirin muttered smugly. 100 tribulations inside Avatar. An avatar about 1 meter wide and 2 meters tall appeared. Zhou Jifeng couldn't help muttering, "Such a small 100 tribulations avatar." "What did you say?" Startled, Zhou Jifeng quickly corrected himself. "So strong. Oops, I feel dizzy." Ming Shirin nodded in satisfaction. "So the avatar of the nascent divinity tribulation realm is truly powerful, so much that it made him dizzy before I even attacked. A rare genius, yet still mediocre compared to me." Meanwhile, inside the Evil Sky Pavilion, Lu Zhou finished another round of heaven writing comprehension. The past few days felt like a long dream, refreshing his understanding of it, though many meanings were still obscure. He would need more time. Time to continue the lucky draws. He opened the system panel. Ding! This lucky draw costs 50 merit points. Thank you for trying. You have received 1 luck point. Lu Zhou frowned. Could my drawing posture be wrong? He stood up and tried several consecutive draws. Still, thank you for your patronage. Luck points kept increasing. This is really a scam. It had nothing to do with his drawing posture. At present, he had 66 luck points. Will these bring me better luck? Women had a 6th sense, while men had sharp intuition. I must get something. Draw again. Ding. This lucky draw costs 50 merit points and 66 luck points. You have received 1 reversal card. Lu Zhou wanted to curse, but restrained himself. I won't be angry. I can't lose my composure. With 1190 merit points remaining, he muttered, Let's try once more. If this fails, I'll stop. Dang. This lucky draw costs 50 merit points. You have received a weapon, unnamed. You have received a mount buy-in. He actually obtained both a weapon and a mount. As Lu Zhou exclaimed, a golden light burst from his hand. In the blink of an eye, a pitch-black object appeared in his palm. What is this? He looked slightly embarrassed, able to change weapon forms at will. The higher the cultivation, the greater the power. So that's how it is. What a fine item. Lu Zhou instantly grew interested and began examining it excitedly. This was a weapon that could transform into different forms freely. 1 item worth 10, it was a bargain. Let's test its power. Meanwhile, at the peak of reflection, Yi Tiangxin sat there with a bleak expression. In the next moment, a figure appeared before her. Ming Shirin looked delighted. Junior sister, do you want to see my 100 tribulations inside Avatar? Yi Tiangxin was somewhat speechless. If the old man told you to kill me, then just do it. Why bother showing off? If you want to kill or torment me, do as you please. Hearing this, Ming Shirin awkwardly explained. That's not what I meant. Junior sister, if Master truly wanted you dead, he would have done it long ago. Why would he send me to do it? Then what did he send you here for? I came on my own accord. Anyway, I can't just stand by and watch you go astray. Go astray? The ones who have gone astray are all of you. Ming Shirin sighed helplessly. Are you still resentful toward Master because of that incident? Yi Tiangxin turned her head away, clearly unwilling to revisit the past. I started earlier and suffered more than you. Have I ever complained? Ming Shirin continued, trying to comfort her. Pa, you were the one who cursed Master the most behind his back. His face reddened in embarrassment. That was before. Things are different now. Master has become much kinder lately. Kinder? That joke isn't funny at all. I'm not joking. Master has lived long and gained great wisdom. His attitude now is completely different from before. But what does that change? Why can't you understand what I'm saying? Master may not hold our past actions against us, but I do. I won't be at peace until that old man is dead. Please subscribe to help me provide you with more recaps.